Hello and welcome to some more Transport Fever 2 with mods. Now, you might have already noticed that my face cam is off. That is because it was lagging quite a bit. And I watched one of the archives back, and it's just really distracting if the face cam is 3 seconds behind or something like that. So in this instance, you will just have to focus more on my voice and on the visuals of the game, and also the audio of the game, if you like. So, sorry for the delay, there were technical issues, but we're here now. Hello, Kangafanga. Hello, Skyline. Welcome. How's the Sydney map coming? It was Sydney, was it not? Okay, so, the first thing I would like to do is... I have quite a lot of more modern mods, like European mods, and it's currently the year 1910, and I would like to speed up this date. The date progression to, well, I was gonna say 1.5 times because you can slow it down to 1/2 the speed, but no, let's double it. Because I want to actually get somewhere with the mods relatively quickly. So, yeah. Now let's see. What did we do last time? Last time we upgraded the main line so that we upgraded the passenger trains, the expresses, the passenger trains, and we built this station, which I think looks great. And we have plans to, one, actually get all of this grain away from the station, because at the moment, if I go onto our line, we've got a rate of 177 and production of 200, which means we're almost there, but we're not quite able to get all of this away in time. Now, another interesting thing could be to connect this other farm. However, that really only has any value if either it would prevent the farm from closing down, or if we're already taking all of this grain away. Neither of which is currently the case. The other thing that we could do, which is probably what we're going to do, is do what I believe Eagle suggested, which is that we use a cargo tram, probably, to take this iron ore over to the station and then have an iron train. Or, well, we could take it over to that station, or we could build another station over here. Either way, to take that iron ore along the main line and then over up to this steel mill. Hello, VGR, welcome. I'll reach out in a moment. Yeah, because that should be quite profitable as well, plus it uses the main line which we've already got established. Now, before I unpause, let's quickly have a look at bud fizzing. We've got, we've got just under half of the food delivery. And then, we're delivering to Flusshausen as well, where we've again got just under half food delivery. So why is that? Is that because we're not delivering enough grain, or is that because we're not... I suppose it is, because the consumers shipping 44.35. Yeah, because it's 2 grain per 1 food. So I guess we're just not getting enough grain over here, which means we need another grain train, basically. We don't have nearly enough to buy one. So instead, let us... those are doing okay. Let's unpause. And I shall read chat while giving you a nice view of the main line. Please do let me know about the game's volume, if it's too loud or too quiet, and then I can modify it somewhat. Okay, so I didn't at all find it distracting in the past stream, but it's up to you. Yeah, I watched it back and it really distracted me. Because the thing is, you look at the face cam because you want to see the streamer's reaction. Well, you want to see more of the streamer's expression to specific events in the stream. So whether the facial expression is one of confusion or one of ecstatic happiness or anything in between. But if it's delayed and you watch the face cam with that, for one thing it's really distracting if the lip movements don't synchronize with what you hear. And also if there is a moment where there's suddenly a specific reaction, and I'm going to fast forward, then, because we ran out of money, then if it's not synced, that's just distracting, at least to me. And so, yeah. Actually, how much do you cost? Manage vehicles. One of you. Can I duplicate? No, we don't have enough money quite yet. Okay. Yeah, Sydney, it's getting there, slowly. You know, I am curious about how that map looks. If you would like to, I'm not saying you have to or anything, of course, but if you would like to, I do have a Discord server where you could share some pictures, if you were so inclined. Just because I'm genuinely curious as to how the map looks. I'm about to do my own stream for this morning, doing iRacing, and if I crash out, which is likely, I might change to Transport Fever 2 and work on my city map for a bit more. Oh right, yeah, I haven't actually managed to catch any of those. That's a good point. I could see the map on those. That's a good point. Yeah, just time zone wise, that often probably doesn't line up nicely. We'll see. Would be interesting if you could change the game's simulation speed and date progression speed independently. Well, you can. Like the game simulation speed, you can have paused, 1 times speed, 2 times speed, 4 times speed, and then you can change the date speed all the way down to pausing it as well while the game is still running. So you can have it independent. And by that I mean it is independent. Hope it goes well. Cheers, Kanglanger. I'm gonna do qualifying at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. my time. Hopefully I get towards the front of my towards the front for start of race. Try to avoid the mess at the start that happens sometimes and attempt to run away from the front. Run away at the front. Yeah, I've decided to scrap what I wrote for Operation Surface so far. Yeah, I also... Ooh, we've got a new vehicle. Okay, that's... Ooh, we've got electrics. Ooh, that's interesting. And we've got a truck. Yeah, so... Thing is, Actually... okay, then the next time we unlock some, like... a big locomotive, I might slow the progression down a little bit more because I do want to use those old electrics. Now can I duplicate? Yes. And what's the rate? 284 versus 200. Okay, so now we've got a higher rate than we've got production, which means that we should now be kind of nibbling away at this grain, to use a perfectly fitting analogy. But yeah, with my projects, I also, most of the time, especially when it's something I'm writing, I end up going, oh, this is a nice shot. Oh, look at that. I also end up going through several phases, like rewrites and drafts and versions and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that's a really nice parallel shot. Anyway, there are a lot of people waiting here. 28 wanted to go to that way. How many fit in this train? 77. Okay, so that one's got 70 loaded. That one's got 50 loaded. Okay, so it looks like it's probably keeping on top of things, although maybe... might need a couple more coaches. Anyway, let's do the iron ore bit. So, actually, if we've got... I was thinking maybe we could connect Runding as well. And then have, if we have a bridge going across anyway, then we could use that. But no, let's do cargo trams for this. Oh, I didn't install the mods that Eagle suggested because I wanted to. I would have needed to playtest them to make sure that they actually work with all the mods that I've got, and there isn't any compatibility issues. But oh well, we'll do that next time. But it's finally time to replace this bridge with one that actually has supports. I know, shocking. Okay, let's use the country road. Not possible? Whatever do you mean, not possible? Nope, that's just clearly this is impossible. Bridge type. Let's just try stone bridge. Why not? Can I not build? Apparently I cannot build. I need to... Yeah, I think it's that little stub that was there. Nope, but there we go. And then... Yeah, let's just use that one. And apparently... Okay, no, it isn't navigable. Let's make it bow a little bit more, just so it's actually a bit navigable. That looks horrendous on this end. Hold on. Yeah, no, we're not going to have it like that. I will read chat in a little while. Okay, that one's fine. Now make it bow. Too much slope. Really? Okay, well that doesn't quite fit through. No, I'm gonna have to do this bridge a bit differently, aren't I? Yeah. Well, in that case, let's just do this bridge properly. No, go away, build anyway. I don't want to... Yeah. Okay, so, step one. Actually, just get the bridge across. That's a bit too low still. There we go. Now, let's choose that one. Seems fine. On this side, it already connects to the road, which is lovely. Is that the bridge that I want? Maybe we can have a nice girder bridge. That seems a bit too low. No, those are for spanning. Actually, that one... That one still seems a little low. But perhaps this one could work. If I increase the height by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters. And then put that over here. And then set that to... Actually, we could do this bridge, which is slightly less... actually... we could do it like that. No, let's do it like this. And then... Don't worry, I'll read chat in a bit. And then have this be an embankment. And have it go down to this point as well. And then let's get rid of this section. That looks not great, honestly. Hold on. I don't really want to spend too much time on this, but I have to actually build something that at least pretends as though it works. Right. 1, 2, 3. Does that actually get across? Yeah. What if I use the lower of the bridges like that? Yeah, that looks much better. That looks much more reasonable. And then I'll make this go to about there. And then using the curve tool, there we go, that looks a bit more reasonable. And then over here, just kind of make this curve over to the side and connect back up there. Hold on, that needs to be fixed. I'll re-chat once I've actually built this bridge. How steep is that? Actually, that would connect. But instead I'm gonna do that and then have a curve like this. Which isn't the best looking bridge, but it gets the job done a bit better than the invisible one. Now, I'll resume the game just so we can get a bit more money while I re-chat. Forgot about that, yeah. New mission script follows Jason C. and the 14th and latest member of Freya Task Force 14, Nirain Belia. Friend of... Oh, she's a D&D character. Okay. Just like the original draft. Yeah. Oh, Emichu, hello. Did you see my bribe? Officially, no. But no, I did. I don't believe I did, unless I don't know what you're referring to specifically. Was it the diamond in my rocket shop? Because that's not a bribe, that's called buying something, just buying stuff. Anyway, we need cargo trams. Also, where's Facecam? Yeah, it was really laggy and behind, and I just found it distracting, which is why I've disabled it for these streams. At least add a distant to that signal there. I'm not entirely sure which signal you are referring to, sorry. Emichu, share dice, disable it, yes. Oh, hello, Serious Cow King. It's been a while. How's your stuff going? Okay, so platforms, length 30, tram tracks, yes. Now, can I put this here in such a way that it actually, like this, it connects. Well, that's actually great. Yeah, if I put that there, we've got tram tracks there, that connects over there and over there. And that's got plenty of space here, so now I just need to upgrade the roads. So streets, tram track, yes. And then I need the magic wand tool to upgrade these. And actually I'm gonna upgrade them to the medium ones so that we've got a little bit of a higher speed limit. And then we'll have trams going over the bridge as well. Although, well, actually, is this the residential? Are these look a bit residentially, or are these commercial? That's not ideal. I guess maybe we could have another station. Hold on. Maybe we could have another station here, because that otherwise we'd have to go through the town, and especially through the residential district, which isn't great for town growth. So I suppose I will just add a freight station over here. 160 meters seems fine. Just like that. And then I will need a street to go along here. And maybe... Can I make it come off there? No, that is a definite no from the game. So I guess I'll have to make it come off like that? Maybe. In which case, I shall take away the tram tracks from there. Put tram tracks... Ooh, that's collision because that's a small road, although the small road is fine because they're going to be slow here anyway. And then I shall put in a small loop. Kind of from here, I think, maybe. No, a little bit... Oh, this is on a hill. That actually explains quite a few things. In which case, I'll make sure that the tracks are flat. So that needs to go down to be flat. And then, if it were to loop around... I mean, it says collisions. However, I could build it anywhere, I could build it over here. Now, I'm gonna build it straight for a little bit. And then have it curve down to here. Maybe I'll put something else on top of that. Who knows? But actually, first I'm gonna do a tiny little bit of terraforming. So, smoothen, yes. Good. And then we'll need... where is it? Buildings. The cargo stop. For the trams. And then where should I put this? Where would it fit best? I guess over here. Yeah, that fits nicely. And then I, of course, need to connect the tracks. I did not. Was it supposed to arrive today? Discord delivery. Ah, didn't see it yet. Shall I say thou? Not you. Pronounced Nirane. Oh, I see. The one under the bridge. Oh, for those, yeah, well... They don't function any differently, and I'm not doing any Schönbau at the moment. Right. Yes, surely the trams will not go off the rails. No, definitely not. How are you, then? Right, off to rewatch more Attack on Titan for prep for the final few episodes. Mob Boss Voice. Which one? Ender Dragon or Wither? Consider my offer. I think you'll find it very beneficial. A rare piece of history doesn't come up very often, after all. Not seen it yet, but whatever it is, I'll be sure to consider it. Adios, friend. Live day after the end, have fun. Sure, have fun. Okay, so... Standard tracks, this one. I'll just bring that across. Catenary, no, not yet. If I do use catenaries soon, then I will need to think about that and upgrade it manually. Instead of just building everything that's new with catenaries. Or catenary. And let's put a small signal there. Okay, bye-bye VGR. Good night. So that's good. Now I need a... Actually, how large is the depot? Because, yeah, that doesn't quite fit in there. I guess maybe I could build it off of here. Yeah, that works, sure. So now let's put in... Well, let's put in the tram line first. I shall leave it running for now. That goes from there to there. And we'll call this one... Tram... Actually, we'll call it Tram C for cargo. Oh, we've got another loco. Well, we'll give it one more year. And then I'll slow down a bit. Mark... Oops, I thought I was typing. Marked Schellenberg. Iron... iron... We'll call it Iron... Shuttle. And then let's see about the trams. This can transport all cargo, okay. Let's just do... Let's do the long version. And at the moment I'll just put one on there so that we've got something on the line. And then we'll need to set up the actual train portion of this as well. And I'll actually quickly pause for that because I don't want that losing money while we're not actually using it. So, at the steel mill up here, obviously the best way to get up there... Actually, let's have a quick look at the geography. Actually, yeah, we can do that. From here, we can slowly kind of climb up the side here and then have a station maybe up there. Because the steel... Well, okay, firstly, steel needs to go down there. Maybe cargo tram, who knows. Then steel needs to go further to the right. And not really up here much at all. Down here, but that's to the right, which will probably use our main line that goes this way, which it'll automatically be connected to. And there's really nothing up here, because if I do indeed wish to connect these coal mines at some point, which I probably don't because they're too close, that probably won't give us too much profit. I don't really need that station to continue onwards. So a Kopfbahnhof over here is probably going to be good. So Kopfbahnhof on the left. Let's do that. And I do have the people magnet, the advanced people magnet mod, which allows me to... actually, 2 tracks, yeah. Which allows me to... Hold on, where was the secondary entrance? Wasn't there a... which allows me to have people go to places that are not within cities. For example, if I wanted to have some smaller bus lines or maybe some Schienenbus lines or something like that, then what I can do is put some of those people magnets over by the industries and then just have maybe just, I don't know, 5 or 10 industry capacity on that little thing when it just looks like a park bench or something. And then I can have little lines going to the different industries as well. So it's not just freight trains going up here, but also passenger trains. However, that is something for the future because for one thing, we don't have a lot of the actually, I suppose I do want that back there because hold on. I don't have a lot of the rolling stock, that's the word. I don't have a lot of the rolling stock that I would want for journeys like that. And no, we do not need tram tracks here Though I do need a straight piece of road. Well... Hold on. I know I could build that anyway, but I won't. That looks fine-ish. I mean, that looks like it really should connect over like that at some point. Or maybe not. Maybe we can put a field or something in here. I do have... Hold on. I do have the field decoration and then plop a field. So with this, it's just that little thing, although I can change the dimensions of it. Or I could just paint some dirt over here and have this be part of the kind of industrial area. And I think that that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to paint that in. Yeah, get rid of those rocks. And then do I have any assets that might work here? If I look for industry. Oh, yes, I do. Oops. Industry. Industrial building. Chemical plant. Food sawmill. Coal mine. Fuel refinery. Actually, this is the steel mill. So farms. Steel mill. Let's see. Steel 1? Yeah, we've got some big kind of warehouse buildings that might work over here. We've got keys for some reason. Quarry bits. Maybe... Well, no, that doesn't work. Hold on. Then we've got just regular industrial buildings from the different eras. Like, for example, this is the very old era industrial buildings. I think maybe that could work. Just sort of placed there. And then well, let's see. Do I really want to spend time decorating this? The answer to that is probably no. Although having a little bit of some construction items around might work. Yeah, like maybe like a cable drum over here as well. Just something to make this feel as though it makes a little bit more sense. I could, of course, put a lot more time into this and make it actually look good, but I want to actually build some more stuff. And to that effect, actually, hold on, let's quickly see, is Eschenlohe, do you have enough tools? Actually, not quite enough. Why not? 36, 23, and where's the train? Oh, it's just there. It looks like this train needs a few more wagons, so let's just add a couple more. And you can see the new shiny ones on the back and then the dirty ones in front because of how the trains work in this game, which is really nice. Okay, so got the station built. Let's quickly save. Almost done saving, there we go. And then I think at this point we should be fine just continuing the tracks through the freight station because we don't have that much going on here at the moment. So it should probably not take too long to go through, although I think I do have the trains waiting for full capacity in here. So waiting for full load. In which case, although they only use the left platform, in which case, I think I'll add another track along here and then have those two be the through tracks. In which case, the right track should just, well, firstly come on like that, and then, oh come on, there we go. Yeah, so this is the right track going straight through, and then this track, the right track becomes the left track, which means we'll need a crossover basically here. That seems fine and good enough, basically. Okay, and then I'll want a signal here, and a signal there, and then those two tracks carry on and basically turn over this way. I want to keep about 100 kilometers an hour, and that seems fine. Chat. Right. Take my hand, we can go online. Take my hand, we can go online. Yeah. Kofanov Terminus Station. Literally head train station. But wouldn't manually placing people magnets make gameplay feel more artificial? Perhaps a little bit, but then you see nice train, like rail buses going on these little rural lines that might, like for example over here, if I connect this with the main freight line going through here, then if I did want some people going over here, I could have a little passenger line coming from Ashau Amin, just a single track thing, maybe with one siding over here, and then have just a tiny station here, a little station there, and a little station over here, and just have a rail bus going back and forth that way. Maybe continuing over to the iron mine, to the coal mine over here as well. And then just having a rail bus going there, which I found that at least in the base game, rail buses I've not really found a great use for, because either a line is too small to warrant a train and all the infrastructure that comes with that and all the running costs, or it's big enough to actually warrant a train connection, in which case the town will grow, and then a rail bus isn't going to be enough to really satisfy that for long. Am I going to do this in one swoop or not? Sure. Might make for some nice terrain later on, because we've got a little bit of embankment, a little bit of cutting. I think that could work quite nicely. And then I'll have this come out to about there, where the straight bit ends, and then this connects over to here. Nice broad curve, and then a tiny bit of terraforming just to get rid of a little hill in between. And actually I'll use this tool, the flatten, and a little bit of smoothing because that is on a grade. Okay, and actually I could paint on Actually, do I have... No, I don't have... Should I have ballast? Ballast. Yeah, also I do have a mod that adds a stripe brush kind of thing, where it's really nice for placing down, like for example on this field, I think, yeah, I could do that. Yeah, let's have a look. So some sort of crop. If we have a look at, I don't know, corn. Actually, let's save in case this doesn't look good at all. It should work over the top of the fields, I think. So let's go over here, and then corn. Adjust the brush size to kind of match this, and rotate it. Actually, the rotation's a bit off here, unfortunately. Can I do that in smaller? No, 10 degrees is the limit. Well, that's unfortunate, but let's just try it. And then you can see, if I draw on here like that, it should, or maybe if I hold shift and do it. There we go. You can see how that allows you to paint on crops in these in the way that they would be planted, like on fields, and how that would make it much easier and faster to actually do some Schönbau, as it's called, I believe, in the community. Anyway, we've got that going up there. Now we need a track to switch over here. So if you come in on the right, then you switch over like that. Need signals, so we'll have the standard ones there. Then we'll have one here, one there. One here, one there. Then we'll have one here, one there. Okay, then I'll connect the road. Is that gonna look good? Not great. Maybe if I made it come across like that? No, that still is a bit wobbly, unfortunately. I really want this to be a little bit... Well, actually, it's fine. Never mind, it's fine. Anyway, chat. Like, if you yourself don't just get people around with your lines, but manually place destinations to then get people to them, I'm not sure. Though it is up to you, of course. As long as it's fun for you, it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I have, like, these little lines with the people magnets wouldn't be to generate any meaningful profit. Or any profit at all. It would literally be... Actually, let me quickly set up the line first. It would literally just be to have... To be able to have... low-capacity passenger lines, whether that's buses or trains, that don't have nobody riding on board, or that on the other side of the spectrum would be completely swamped with people. So it wouldn't be to actually generate meaningful income at all. So train Aschau iron. And now we'll need an actual train on the train line. I know, shocking. Now, didn't I have a depot facing that way somewhere? No? Curious. I suppose I'll use this one, the museum. By vehicle. Now, actually, that's a good point. What locomotive shall we use? We need a strong one, because obviously iron is heavy. What's the fastest we have? So 80 kilometers per hour is the fastest our coach, our wagons can go. Colour Dude 85, hello, welcome. We could, of course, use electrics, but I don't really want to switch to those yet. I want that to be quite special. Maybe when we extend the passenger line or something, maybe I'll make an electrics branch or something. So this one's 580. KW, that's... I mean, those ones... Well, that's actually... The speed-wise, that's pretty good. Let's see. Although power-wise, these ones are better. What price-wise? Well, they are more expensive actually, quite a fair bit more expensive. Although this is a fairly flat line, so actually these ones would probably suffice given the top speed. So what's the difference? This one's 355 per year, 278 per year. Yeah, I would love to use something more powerful, but it's a flat line with not much stopping, probably. And since it's freight, it really should be just that one, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one again. Even though I know we've got new locomotives, but they're just not... Like, this is a mod that I've got, this one. And I would love to use that, but this one's clearly meant for high-speed passenger stuff. And these ones as well, but again, if this was mountainous, then I would go for the stronger one, like this one, or maybe even that one. But it's not, so there really is no need at the moment. Although we'll see what the performance is like with a train that's 160 meters long, I believe. Yeah, it's still mediocre, so that should work without issue. 6 million, almost 7 million. There we go. And then train 14, let's put it on the Iron Line. And let's go watching. Oh, I see. Looks quite good, that crop. Even if the angle doesn't match, yeah, it's more... Because that brush is more so meant for making your own custom fields. And then you can, of course, have the angle fit however you like. I see. So, price-wise, is quite good a bank name too, haha. True. That is true. Let's fast forward this bit. I think after this line has begun working, we should expand the passenger network and maybe use some of those electrics, because that is a mod that I have and one that I was looking forward to using, and so it would be a shame if we just went past it without ever using it properly. Just fast forward. There are quite a few people waiting here, although our passenger trains have quite a bit of capacity as well. So I think we're probably good. Where's the... Oh no, we've got the residential stuff right next to the line. That's gonna be unfortunate. In the future, we might have to put in an Umgehungs line up top so that the freight doesn't go all rattling down through there, because if we look at noise pollution, yeah, that's not great, especially with all of this being residential. Yeah, might have to do that at some point. And look, there's iron waiting here. Although, hold on, I should make this, well... I was gonna make it wait until it's got a full load, and at the moment that would be fine since we've only got one train, but if we had two trains, then that would block the main, and so I won't do it yet because I know that I will forget and that will not be good. And we need a lot more of these trams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 6 in total. Let's try that. Yeah, because that's got 400 production, and the rate of these is only less than 200. Yeah, we're gonna need more. Try 12. Okay, that's almost got us there. I think that's fine for now, because our train has got less than 100 rate. Which, yeah, we're gonna need another one. I guess I might as well... No, no, we'll wait for it to build up, and then we're gonna buy another one. So, electrics. Let's see. I mean... Oh, actually, hold on. Let's have a quick look at the actual stats of the electric locomotives. Locomotive. So, actually, it's got a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour, which is really not good. That one's a fake one, yeah. 40 is really not good, but... If we had a really mountainous route where tight corners didn't need a faster locomotive, then maybe. Although, thing is, like, if we compare the speed, this is 40 kilometers per hour, this is 90. Just get a bit less power, like 100 kilowatts less power. But it's comparative in running cost and in price. And this one's got a top speed of 90. This one's got a top speed of 40. So is there anywhere here where a top speed of 40 kilometers per hour would not be a complete waste? Unfortunately, I don't think so. Unless... What's the elevation change like here? Fairly substantial, but still mostly a straight line. I guess the only two places that might be okay for that would be here. Well, actually 3. Maybe there? Like, if you're not really going that fast, but with how the trains accelerate, it would still definitely be a handicap. Although the other place I was potentially looking at is if we connected Berngau with Runding, because we've got the mountains in the way here, and if we actually did climb up the mountains, then through and over and down, that might have enough tight radii to work with that. Which I'll save. And we'll see how that goes. Do you have this in the mod list? No, I didn't think that it was part of Electric Steam. No, I don't think that there's a mod for that. Although that would be really interesting. Tell you what, let's try and build this. Let's just try it. And if we unlock something really large soon, then I'm gonna slow down the time progression, but we'll see. Buildings. Passenger. Let's put down... Let's just put down a... well... let's just put down a regular old station over here at sort of... well, let's put it down at this angle, because we might eventually make this into a larger station. Although I should probably keep an eye on the contour lines as well, which means that this would probably be a better suited placement. And then I guess it's just a question of snaking our way over the mountain, which actually means we need to have catenary on. Tools. Hold on. Catenary. So let's have a look. We're gonna need to get as much elevation as possible. Although maybe not just yet. Okay. Climbing like that. Let's keep the contour lines on. Seems useful. And since we know this is going to be a slow train, we can actually put in some quite tight radii. We'll just see how this goes. Don't know if this is actually going to make us any money, but we've got other lines to do that. And with a line like this, we could actually, if this is going to go up the mountain, we could at the tallest part of the line, we could have a little station stop for like with the people magnets, like to simulate tourist, like a tourist destination or something. Okay, and then if we're up here, where do we need to go? Well, we need to go over there. So basically we need to climb back down the mountain. So smoothing off our ascent and then flattening it out is probably a good choice. Although that's even a little bit too long. No, let's go straight for a little bit. And then curve around here. And then we need to decelerate. Not decelerate, descend. There we go. And then, I mean, that could be quite nice to have a bridge somewhere, although I don't know, what's our radius? Like our max turn radius? Because if we could, actually we might be able to come around the edge of this And with this here, maybe we could use the zero height bridge mod to force a little bridge in here. Because that is quite a, hold on, quite a nice little mod. I just need to find the actual bridge that I want. Yeah, let's just use a medium arched viaduct. It's currently turned on. So now if I just have this go around like that and connect in here, then build that, that should build a bridge instead. So now if I quickly close that, that could use a little bit of terraforming. Hold on. Maybe reduce the strength slightly. And then just make this go down a bit more, the terrain. There we go. Although that does not quite work with this bridge, so I'd have to rebuild the bridge. And in this case, it's going to allow us to just build the bridge automatically because now the terrain is so much lower that, well, a bridge makes sense. Okay, so just going to put that to about there. Then going to turn this back on, the force bridge off. Is this actually going to look good coming around this way? Hopefully. Although we may need another bridge coming across here. Yeah, probably. In which case, I should probably angle it up first. And then come across straight. And for the bridge, I mean, we could put in a big fancy metal bridge. But I think that a stone bridge looks nicer. At least in this instance. Now, let's see. Actually, bring this down here should be fairly straightforward, I hope. Although, looking at our top speeds, I mean, we'll have to have a look at our top speeds when I've finished the section of the line. And yeah, we're gonna have to have a really substantial cutting through here, but that can look nice as well. Ah, right, this town up here was already on an elevated plateau before we even got into this, so our way down the mountain is going to be a lot longer than our way up, of course. And it suggests a tunnel here, which actually I'm in favor of, because a good mountain route has some short tunnels in it. Actually, we should probably... Yeah, I'll repay my loan. Completely. There we go. Good. Although I can't help but notice that our lowest speed that we seem to be able to achieve with our tightest turn radius is 46 kilometers per hour. Ah, we've got another steamer. Nice. And 46 miles per hour, kilometers per hour, is still faster than the electric. This bit here is a bit tricky to see because of all the trees. However, where are the contour lines? It'd be so nice if we could just disable the trees, like you can in OpenTTD. Yeah, the contour line comes out there, which means another short tunnel because it comes out quite a bit over to the left. We'll see how far along the ridge we are when we get to the base. And then we'll see how to best proceed from there. Although, if I remember correctly, in 1920, aren't we going to unlock those EMUs, those tram-like Russian EMUs? Okay, it appears that we are almost... Actually, no, we are at ground level. And also, it took us all the way down here to get there. So actually, instead of going up to Rundingen, what if we connected to Markschellenberg? Because that's already very close, and we've already got a train there. Yeah, I think that'll work out quite nicely. So where do we need the bridge? Well, the station's here. So if we had the bridge coming across like that, and coming straight along here, past the steelworks, I think that'll work quite nicely. So then that means I'll need to have a straight piece of track here, and then I can connect that up without too much issue? Yes? No? Yeah. Okay, color has returned to the world once more. Lovely. Okay, this is actually, let's have a quick look. Yes, that snakes its way up the mountainside with maximum elevation gain. That is not the right tunnel. Hold on, pause. Yeah, I apparently didn't pick a tunnel portal, which I guess it picks by default invisible. I guess. Let's just use the default one. Which means the other tunnel has the same issue. Anyway, it climbs. Past there. Yeah, that has the same issue. And that climbs, goes over the bridge, over the other bridge, and then descends all the way into here. Okay, so I think that actually might work. Although let's have a look at our top speeds. Yeah, so that's in the 50s, a little bit of 45, in the 70s, 60s, 50s, 60s, 50s, well, late 50s. Yeah, so our average speed on this line actually isn't too bad, which isn't ideal because I specifically wanted to build a route that required a, a lower top speed so that it would work for the electric, but apparently not. Also, this needs to be a bit of a shorter bridge. And in terms of what kind of bridge? Well, we could just build one of... Actually, that could work. Especially like that. Although that does not appear to have any support pillars. I can't help but notice. Do any of these have support pillars on here? Well, this one does, but... What about these ones? Yes, they do. But that is a bit low, I think. Also, this one doesn't actually have them. Hold on. I guess it's just the way that I spanned the bridge that doesn't have the support pillars here. What if I changed that slightly? There we go. So I'd have to bring it up all the way to there for it to get support pillars, which actually is necessary, although the fishbowl, I'm not sure if that's too realistic. Also, I think we should go from the station instead. Because, well, we have to get into the station. And that's not a... Okay. Yeah, I need to replace this bit because that wasn't a platform track. That was just built adjacent to it. Yeah, because that was the track to get around the station if it stopped. Which means that we shouldn't really have that be for passenger trains to stop at. Which means we're going to need another platform there. Okay, so now tracks, which does admittedly sound like a Sontaran. Why does that have catenary? I don't need that to have catenary. And then that needs to connect. And I know I deleted a signal. And this is going out. Which means signal facing that way. Let's quickly save. Ooh, maybe we could have another big roof on this station, because we've got quite a few tracks going through it. Although, funnily enough, the tracks are going the wrong way, like the through tracks. I think I should probably fix that, because that crossing over, that, no, that needs to be fixed, which means, let's just, yeah, I'll be with you shortly. Okay, over on this side as well. Yeah, okay, sure. Okay, so the through tracks need to be connected firstly, and thusly on this side as well. Although that does have a bit of a kink in it that I don't like. Hold on. So like that. And then this one needs to connect actually all the way up there. That's good. And then I'll bring this out a little bit. And should that connect like that? Yeah, that's okay. And then this needs to be a double slip switch. And then actually if we do have passenger lines continuing along, then this may need to come back that way, and that won't work because it's a double slip switch and you can't. Okay, that won't work, which means I'll do it in 2 stages instead, which is probably better anyway. So let's just do that, bring that out a bit. And then let's have this come in. And then we'll have a crossover track here. And then I'll build the same thing over here. Although we may not actually need the crossover track here because, well, actually we do, because that comes in this way, and then we'll need it to cross over onto the other side over here from the goods traffic. But going this way, if that just connects to another city, then we might just as well have passenger trains coming all the way through, in which case they won't need the crossover tracks. Okay. And then can we have, yeah, I'll have this be electrified all the way to, well, actually, I do have an interesting object, which is the, where is it? Is it in waypoints? Yeah, I have the ending section, the ending section to the catenary, which I can just place sort of like there, and then the catenary actually has something that looks like an ending, although it looks like, I'm not sure if that is supposed to be here or if it's supposed to overlap. But actually that looks a little silly. I think it should overlap, probably. Maybe like that. Maybe more? I don't really know. I'm just going to place it like that. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Ish. Probably. Maybe. Okay. And then, well, let's save first. Lee. Chat. Not sure if that's in the game, yeah. Millersdale for Tideswell. Flanders is fun, great music. Descenture. Down the mountain. Down the mountain, here we come. Yeah, it's a bit tricky to see. No idea, sorry. Rundingen Morgenblatt, April 1918. Paradise. Bahngesellschaft ändert Baupläne und plant nicht mehr Rundungen zu verbinden. No, that's not true. I do plan to connect it, just not quite yet. Marktschellenberg wurde stattdessen ausgewählt. Marktschellenberger Bürger toben vor Freude, Rudinger Bürger toben vor Wut. Sure does. I'll be with you shortly, gets up Bulldozer. In the meantime, let me introduce you to my little friend here. Okay, so this is going to be interesting because, well, we're going to need this to come over, and we're going to need it to ascend very rapidly. So I'm gonna have a junction right there, come out to there, where it's still gonna be flat with the terrain, so we've got a nice junction. And then we need to basically get a bridge going over here, and I don't know if we can really do that while still... I don't know if we can really do that while still having the curve that I need, because that looks very sharp to me. Yeah, that is much too sharp. So instead we're probably going to have the bridge curve, which, I mean, it works, but it's not ideal. Although, maybe we could have two separate bridge types connect? Like maybe something like this. Actually, yeah, that looks like it could work. And then maybe have another one of the same... Just kind of come down to about there. Was it this one? No, that was a different one. I want to get the same color. There we go, that's the same bridge. Although looking at this now, maybe we should keep this elevated for a bit longer. Especially if we want to connect there. Although, with that embankment, yeah, that could work. But that does look really rather silly. Maybe just connecting that like so. Does that work? Maybe. I can always change it later. Of course, we need to reconnect this. That's really very wobbly. Let's have it go under the bridge instead. And by under the bridge, I mean completely... No. I actually do mean under the bridge. Like that. And then when it needs to come up there, let's just have it meet by the intersection that was already there. So... yeah, like that. That seems okay. So now I need to make sure that this is actually all electrified, which it wouldn't have been. And I've just remembered we'll need an electrified depot, which I could use this tub for, but I've already put the other thing there and I don't want to remove that. So instead, Yeah, instead let's put an electrified depot just sort of beside here. So we've got a little siding as well. And we've got plenty of space to come in with here. And then I'll want to ever so slightly flatten this bit. And paint down some ballast. Come on, there we go. Just so this fits in a little bit better. And this one I shall rename to Max Schellenberg Electric Train Depot. Okay. Now, we're still not quite done yet, because this isn't connected. And we're probably going to need yeah, we're definitely going to need a bus up here. Right, let's re-chat. Wibbly wobbly, dirty roady. Dirty wordy? One of those. Or dirty wordy, although probably not that one. Let's build a... well... Actually, we could do trams. Just trams straight through there and then have them turn around, come back. I think that'll probably be nice. We don't really have in-city trams yet. So let's go back to road, passenger. Trams, electric trams, of course. Oops. And that's for which terminal? That's... Oop, did not mean to buy that. Hold on. Refund, yes please. If I... Hold on, what would be the other one? Oh, I see. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. If I just place that... like so. And then... Hold on, did I have the option of changing the road type? I know the oh, road type old. There we go. And then just have this... Actually, yeah, medium road. Just have this curve up through what is currently woodland, which will probably not be woodland for a long time to come. And then, is that going to look good? Yeah, that's going to be fine. And then no tram tracks, but connect that up sort of straight like that. And then let's upgrade electric trams, yes. Just running up the center of town, all the way up here. And then up there, let's go flag height. No, let's put another one of these ones down. And I realize I haven't actually checked the... what's in the middle here. Got a little plaza there, which given that this is going to be an electric... like this is the electric railway, so this is quite a special thing. I do think that this is going to be fine. So now we need a depot. Wrong menu, there we go. Tram depot, catenary, yes. And given just how much space we've got up here, let's just put it right, sort of. There. And then we need station stops. So buildings, passenger. Rural, no. Timber, this is the wooden one. I guess we're going to go with the normal ones. I do want to use the rural ones at some point, but not quite yet. Okay, so that has all of this catchment radius. Then let's place these here just before the crossing. So we'll have one there, one there, and then 2 more over here. And then as it comes down, actually, what's the catchment radius in these? Yeah, this does just about have enough catchment for all of that. And then we'll have, given that I want catchment to go all the way down here, I know that it's probably a little bit wasteful, although, yeah. Actually here, we might as well put some of the rural stops here. We'll put the timber ones there. And then is there something I can do to stop the AI from building in this wood? I think if I place down... If I... There's some stuff I can place down to... to stop it from building over this area. Would lamps do it? Lamps might do the trick. If I just place these at rough intervals. So if I don't want the AI to build along here, we'll see if this does the trick. Because this should theoretically use up all of the buildable space there, so to say. Because I would like this to continue to go through a bit of woodland to fit with a rural bus stop theme. Then we'll need to come along here as well. Again, I don't know if this actually is going to work or not, but I suppose we'll see. And over here, yeah, I'll continue this along slightly. Up to about there. And on that side, it's fine. So let's see how that works and if that works. So let's create the tram line. And this is... Actually, what? Yeah. This is Tram Berngau. That's a nice name, Berngau. And let's see, what do we buy? Not a cargo tram, but we've got electrics. So how about 2 of these? They fit 11 people, 27 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I think 2 of these is fine. Let's have a look. And actually, since we've got this yellow line, let's see about coloring them. What if we just went for a bright... Actually, yeah, that looks quite nice. Look at that. I know they're base game ones. I don't really have many tram mods because, well, they're not what I wanted to focus on. Okay, so we've got that set up, which means now we've got more destinations. Oh, and there's already someone waiting and we've not even got the train yet. That means we're going to need a whole lot more trams really quite quickly, but we'll see. Next, let's set up the electric route. That goes from down here. Schellenberg up to there. And I'm deliberately not putting in any passing tracks quite yet. We'll see. So this is train E for electric. Marked to Berngau. And actually, I have a feeling that we're gonna get the special passenger. I'm gonna speed the date up to ×4, just because I would like to see if we can, in 1920, if we unlock those. So that shouldn't take too long. Are you full? No. Okay, good. This is going to be exciting. Also, we definitely need more iron trains. Hold on. Manage vehicles. Well, we've got 14 mil yen, so buy another one. That was quite expensive, but let's leave it at that for now. Oh, I forgot to put signals down here. That explains a lot. Glad I noticed that. Okay, so I'll want an exit signal there and there. And then I've already got signals here. So we'll need exit signals there. And maybe even 2 more here. And that goes across. And tell you what, let's have a couple of signals there. And one entering the station there. And then we'll have a couple entering the station here as well. Okay, so that's... Okay, that train can now continue. And look, it's not completely full of grain, which means that we are actually delivering all the grain we can. Which might mean that now our transports might be a little... our food transports are probably going to be a little bit too out of... too small, I mean. Okay, we've got more of those electrics. Another steamer, a couple steamers. That little electric... Oh yeah, those are cargo trams. Good. Loads of cargo trams. Still more, yet more cargo trams. We have an infinite amount of cargo trams. Oh yes, in different combinations as well. Because infinity times itself to the power of itself is definitely what we need. I jest. It is good to have variation. And we didn't unlock the thing. It might be in a couple of years' time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it at 2x speed. And let us... Actually, let's quickly have a look at our... Well... No, the food one... Well... Let's see. Are we actually delivering enough stuff? Almost. And over here... No. Bud Fishing, I think, needs another food train on the line. Although that has 76 capacity. Which is the capacity of that? Tell you what, let's... How expensive would that be? I would love to be able to see how expensive the train is before buying it. Because... No, this is a really long way. We're going to buy another one. Okay. There you go. Now let's have a quick look at the depot. We'll see what's available. in electrics. We could use that. No, we're not going to use that one. So these are all only, yeah, they're all still 40, but some of them are 620. No, they're just, I think, yeah, they're flipped and different. Yeah, this one's ÖBB and the other one wasn't. Okay, well, I guess we're going to put this one on. Okay, we'll see how this goes. And we could put the double deckers on here. Although those have got a top speed of 70. Yeah, I mean, it's only like the oldest coaches we've got available are enough for this. Although I'm going to go with the Bavarian ones. Although I guess... Let's try some of the double-decker ones. Let's try 5. Capacity of over 100. Let's, okay, I bought it. I've bought it officially. And let's go with train, not Tran. I need to rename that. Hold on. And actually, before I do that, oh, there's a lot of people waiting at him. Yeah, I wanted to see about configuring the station actually, because I think it would look nice to have another big roofed station here. Going to Misk. Now which one? Let's try... Manchester Piccadilly. Although, no, that doesn't work. Not for this station. This one? No, that's too boxed in. Ooh, that one. That one looks nice, especially for an electric rail. Well, that's really tall. Strasbourg, 1850. Now, I guess we're going to go with the Perche or whatever that's called. Which I think might be the one we went with before. Maybe, yeah. But we'll see. Okay, let's put that there. There we go. Well, that seems really quite tall. And tell you what, let's just cover the whole thing on that side. And should we put over here as well? Yeah, I suppose we really ought to. Well, does that actually look good? If it were lower down, I think I would like it more. Or maybe if we had more tracks. What does it look like with all the correct textures? If maybe we had a larger building as well. Although in here, actually it doesn't look that bad, like this. Especially if I put in some roofs or something. Sorry, not roofs. If I put in some footbridges. Oh, and now we've got the 1920s style station buildings, which is fun, but also I can't place them. There, it would be too close. which is unfortunate. Although, no, let's replace the central part with this. There we go. Blending the two architectural styles together seamlessly, I'm sure you'll agree. And the thing is, we might add more platforms as well when the actual passenger line extends that way more, because then we'll have more trains coming through here. Plus we might, yeah, we're probably going to have another train coming in from Runding. Yes, we'll have one coming from Runding, one from Scheyern, one from Butthard, and then all this other stuff is all going to come together here. So yeah, this is going to get more platforms at some point. But first, I wanted to put in some footbridges. If I can locate them, that is. Platforms? Passenger buildings? Nope. Cargo buildings? Nope. Oh, here we go, of course. Let's see. I'll want one. Can I have one in both directions? No? Okay. Well, in that case, let's have it face this way. Across. Because it has to cross over the catenary as well. And then let's just put down some of these markers with benches, I guess. Yeah. Which has the lights on the walls again with this building. It will look better when I've extended it with more platforms at some point. Okay, so I suppose let's save. And then let us have a look at our electric railway. Oh, that looks lovely. I'll tell you what, I'll pause the game speed while we're doing this because I don't want to unlock something now. Oh, and of course we can put the camera in these coaches as well if we so choose. Not a great view, but it's okay. I can already see the masses of people waiting at the stations, since we've only got this one train that can do 40 kilometers an hour, which is already at its max speed. And it's such a long way. We've only got one train. Now I've got to remember to take thumbnail screenshots. I don't think the loco does. Actually, that's not the flipped version, is it? Nope. No, it's just this. Which, oddly enough, I think the flipped and unflipped versions might be inverted with this. Yeah, I think that that's the case. Hold on. It would be flipped. Yeah, that looks more like forward with pilot wheels. Yeah, there we go. It's just for some reason the flipped and unflipped were Flipped, ironically. Yeah, that's nice. .260 instead of 062. Yes. Actually, maybe something like that could already be a thumbnail. Although, we'll probably get much nicer views as we climb. And with the people magnets, we can even put in little trails going through the mountains and have people actually get off at stations to kind of walk in those directions. They just have to be within the reach of the actual station. Actually, maybe that could be a nice thumbnail. We'll see. Maybe on the bridge. Or perhaps this. Actually, that reminds me, I wanted to check. Do I have an invisible... Passing trains use their horn. That's what I wanted with a tunnel. Let's see if this actually works. Hold on, I'll quickly put it over by the other tunnel as well. Actually, I don't know if this train even has a horn. It might not have a horn. Either that or that didn't work. Ooh, now that looks lovely. Hold on. Hahaha. That might be the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't think the train has a horn. Unfortunate. I'll reach out in a moment, I don't want to miss the journey. Ooh, although that looks nice. That could be a nice thumbnail. Although I don't know how much of the train you'd actually see. That boulder is wrong. Now, of course, I'll have to turn this whole line into a trains route. I'm joking, I don't have the time for that. Although it would be fun to make a trains route from a Transport Fever or OpenTTD network. I think. Actually, this also looks really nice. Going through the woods. Also, I do have to check on the iron train to see if it's making... I mean, it has to make profit, but to see how much profit it's making, because if it doesn't make profit, then I need to remember that, because otherwise we could be in trouble. Oh, this game is so beautiful. That bit looks like it could use a retaining wall. Okay, there is someone waiting there, and we definitely need more trams. Although this is quite an expensive train to run, those double-deckers. Okay, chat. If you place something in the forest and it deletes the trees, do they reappear if you delete the structure? I don't know, I don't think so. This game once. No tram mods? I don't think I've got many. Might have some, but I don't think I've got many. Four people, okay. How many people are waiting on the other end? 7, okay. Let me just very quickly see what's the... 19 minutes, so it takes about 10 minutes per journey. Oh, and there are loads of people waiting here. We definitely need more trams. Where even are the trams? Oh, there's one. Manage vehicles. Let's buy 2 more. Okay, very quickly, iron. Ooh, those are... Why they stopped? Oh, because... Oh, because you want to get across and then... Okay, we need another signal there. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's a whistle board. No, we need an actual quick signal. Just sort of there. So that these trains can continue towards the station and not clog everything up. Oh yeah, because there's a train waiting even back there. Oh, and back here. Oh yeah, that's really gonna get a bit cloggy. Anyway, iron trains. Oh yeah, those are really, really quite financially viable. That's good. Although I think one of them's... Is that one? Yeah, one of them's stuck in traffic and the other one might even be stuck behind it. Is that the other one? Yeah. Okay, that's not great. That the traffic is stuck so far back. We might even need another... Hold on. 1 second. I very quickly need to put in some signals. Otherwise I will forget. And this is necessary to increase the capacity of this line. Especially in this stretch. Okay, so actually that's pretty good, I'd say. We don't have any trains backed up currently. They are moving, which is good. And the iron trains are really quite profitable, which is nice. The trams... Oh, the trams even are as well. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to... Yeah, so next time we'll see about adding another... Oh yeah, now we've got 14 people waiting there. And then how many do we have waiting down here? 16, yeah. So we're gonna need to put in at least 1 passing track somewhere on this mountain line. Maybe upgrade this with another... If we unlock a faster electric, we'll upgrade the locomotive. That looks so nice. And then probably we're going to add maybe another 1 or 2 tracks along this corridor right here, from over here all the way to maybe Flusshausen. Yeah, probably Flusshausen is enough, because Flusshausen is where one of the food lines ends. And then actually, if we're gonna build more anyway, then we might as well build an Umgehungs, like a diversion up across that connects over here or something for the freight trains to take, because that is going to be useful for the town growth, because that's where all the residential is down there, which, yeah. Okay, which means we're gonna need to have a freight station up here, unless we want the food train to continue to come down this way, which we may do. Okay, and that is pretty much the plan. We might also extend some of the other lines, so for example to Runding or something like that. But we'll see what happens next time. I'm really happy that people are actually going to use the the mountain line as well. Anyway, pause, save, this one, yes, chat. No tram mods, oh, didn't realize. I do have some, but not many, because mods take a lot of space, including the tram mods. And so I would I rather had that space for trains, like mainline train, not road trains, but normal trains. Dial E for electric movie, 1918. Sure it is. Maybe use the electric units you were waiting for. Maybe the electric units you were waiting for just didn't show up. I think it might have been 1921 or 1922 or something like that. I think if you won't use the double deckers now and Tunnel Pass more, you may never use them. Seems really gargantuan, the roof. Oh right, yeah, I know. Like for Kopfbahnhof. Well, not necessarily a Kopfbahnhof, but just a big station. And the thing is, this is going to be a bit of a Knotenpunkt, like a knot point, because we're going to have a line coming from up here down there. We're going to have a line from Runding coming up there, from Butthard coming over here. All of that stuff. And then probably another line coming from Falkenberg, which is going to be an express coming straight in through here. And we might even have another one that goes via Semmelsdorf and then down to Falkenberg. And so we're going to have all of these lines converging and diverging right here. And so I think there's a good start. For a small through station, not sure they fit. What do you mean small through station? Unding, not Undingen. I had it wrong before. Thumbnail? Yeah, that's lovely. Does the logo itself have a horn? Nope. Wonder where the other got the sound. Washing machine. Follow the train while following the train. I bet it had a whistle arrow. Swistle. Would also be interesting if a few years you revisited and you revealed in an interview that the MVR was originally based upon a transport fever map. That, however, is not true. If I did reveal that, it would be a lie. That's lovely. I wonder how much chalk is amongst those rocks. Yeah, they do look quite pale. Let me quickly see. What's the hold up? Right. Cloggy. That sounds like a toilet name. Ugh. Imagine that, a new electric locomotive on its return mountain trip, already overhearing talks about it being replaced. Well, it's first return mountain trip. Yeah, true. But, I mean, its top speed is 40 kilometers per hour. And if I look at the line speed, you can see that's 110. Goes very briefly down to 46, then back up to 80, 60s, and then back to 120 all along there. And then even in the really twisty bits up here, it's still in the high, well, it's still in the 50s and then going up to 70s, a little bit of 45 there. And that's just, and then all the way, this whole bit is quite quick as well, going down there. And so, really, as soon as we do get a faster one, we'll, I mean, I might put it in a museum. I might put this one in a museum. Our first electric locomotive. We'll see. Although that also looks really quite nice with the tracks following the tree line along here, I find. Right, so let's save again, because I can't remember if I did anything last time I saved. And yeah, that is that. Thank you all very much for watching. The next live stream will probably have at least one face cam, maybe even two. And good night. Bye-bye.